Gang. Hey, another Despair Academy. Akane, I wanna see your anatomy. Like, goddamn, bitch, I'm going crazy. Like, what? That doesn't rhyme. Oh my god, man, it's been 2 days after Thanksgiving and I'm still stuffed like a goddamn turkey, man. No butterball turkey, if you know what I'm talking about. What is crack-a-lackin', my zen? We're back on Danganronpa another. It's been a couple of days. I think it's been 2. But I've been doing some thinking while laying down, you know. And I have, before we go into this class trial, I have 3 suspects. 3 of them. And I think I cracked the case. I think I cracked it. Just like I'm about to crack Akane after this fucking class trial, man. After I saw this, she's gonna be like, oh my god, you're so goddamn sexy. Like, yes, I know I am. Let's go to my room. Like, what? On a serious note, I have 3 suspects. One of them is gonna be surprising. One of them is gonna be Satsuki. The other one is gonna be Mitsuhiro. And the other one's gonna be Kazuna. Now you might be like, Shizen, why are you thinking Satsuki did it? Well, she's actually like my least one that I think that actually did it. Does that make sense? She's like the 3rd. No, she might be like the 50th. And then there's like some spot between, you know, Kazuna and Mitsuhiro. I feel like she's trying to like throw us off a little bit. Like when I talked to her last time, she was just saying some bullshit. Like what are you talking about? But that's generally just how her character is, if you think about it a little bit. So that's why she's the least of my suspects out of these 3 culprits. You know what I'm saying? Second culprit that I do have, who I think has more of a chance of, you know, who killed Kyoka, is Kazuna. Kazuna, when I talked to her originally, she was like, I don't want to do this bullshit. I don't want to do it. Like, what? Why don't you want to do it? You're gonna die, bitch! It's like, bro, like, why don't you want to solve anything? Why don't you want to investigate? You just want to sit around and like, what? What are you doing? Do something. We're gonna die if we don't figure it out. I feel like she could just be like, I'm not gonna investigate because, you know, it's just gonna give y'all clues and I'm gonna die. My first, and I think I cracked the case with this one, Miskiff. There's so much evidence against you, man. You don't understand. If you think about it, the way and it was Mikako who like cracked the case immediately. She was like, wait a minute, the rope shouldn't be tied like that if it was from the inside. Like, that makes you think. That really makes you think. And it really, that little piece of evidence, it clears every girl from killing Kyoka. You get what I'm saying? If it was a girl that killed Kyoka, why would they tie the rope like that? You know what I'm saying? Boom. Second piece of evidence. Got your dumbass, Miskiff. That rubber ball. Bro, who's good with balls other than Miskiff, man? Like, god damn, stop doing that. Give me some too, man. It's just like, all the evidence points towards him. His bum-ass, lame-ass fucking soccer team. And Kazuna, I know she good with balls too. She got fucked by half the football team. But we ain't talking about rubber balls. We talking about he did it, bro. I don't know how. I'm telling you though, I'm smarter than I am. I know I be saying some bullshit, but dude, I got this big ass brain in this big ass head. All right, let's go in that class trial, man, because I'm wasting time. And then Yuki be saying some bullshit like this. This must be the place Monokuma told us to come. Like, yes, he did, bro. Like, what are you talking about? The courtroom. He makes, oh my god! You could just be like, I don't know, yanking that bitch. Just like I'm about to yank that clothes off Akane, man! I need that. Yuki, you're here. I was about to get worried. I get worried about you too, stop playing. Not you, bitch! Were you trying to run away from your crime? Bro, this guy, bro, he's over here like, are you trying to run away from your crime? Like, no, bitch, it's you. Oh, and yes, when we talked to him, originally, when he was in front of the laundry room, like, tickling his asshole a little bit, he was like, Yuki, do you know who did it? It's like, what? He wanted me to say like, man, it had to be Kakeru. And then he would have jumped on that bitch like, yes, it has to be him. I know it does. Like, what? And like, no, you don't. You're just blaming somebody else for what you did. Are you trying to say I'm the killer? It's you! Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll eventually find out the culprit, even if we don't want to. Even if it is the wrong answer. Bro, she's not wavy, bro. She really thinks she's Byakuya. Like, no, you're not. You're a redhead, bitch! Since we came this far, did everyone get ready to be or not to be dead or alive? That is the question. Like, bitch, you're not Shakespeare. Stop saying that. Stop joking around. We're trying to be serious. Oh my god! Hey, you all listen. Haruhiko is right. This ain't no ordinary trial. Our lives depend on it. So quit whining and pull yourselves together, pussies. Like, goddamn, why is he teeing up a little bit? Okay. Mr. Yamaguchi, what's wrong? He teeing up, finally. What's wrong? What's wrong with you guys? You're all loosened up. You'll never get anywhere near the truth with that mindset. Now he's not a bum? How? It's like he switched into his... Like God, it's like he switched into his alternate personality with a sneeze. Kakeru, did you eat something wrong? Shut your trap, bitch. Oh my God, man, don't talk to her like that, man. She's a bad bitch, don't do that. I'm always like this in the courtroom. If you're pissed off by how I am, challenge me with the decisive proof in the trial. Bro, whoever the culprit is, Miss Kim, he's shaking in his boots right now, man. Where did that stammering coward go? I've always wondered how Kakeru became a lawyer with all his shyness. No shizen. Though, his sudden change came to me as a surprise, and made me understand why he was the ultimate lawyer right away. That powerful voice and spirit will surely give him a great advantage in court. The only problem is, he sounds more like a gangster than a lawyer. Bro, he's trying to act, I don't know. Yo, sometimes I actually forget how to do his voice. Yo, looks like everyone's here. Take that elevator and come underground. I'll be waiting for you guys. It's time for real. Let's hope we'll do our best. Miss Kim, what you gotta say, son? Damn, it's really gotten to this. Can we even make it back here alive? Shut your ass up, man. What is he gonna say, man? Come on, folks. Move. Stop yelling, dude. We hear you. We've got no time to waste waiting for your slowpokes. No Pokemon. Like, what? Wait, you know ball a little bit? Okay. Oh, y'all, man, what your sexy ass got to say? I wonder how and why Monokuma is making us do this. Though, I suppose we have more important matters to handle. Alright, Akane, what your voluptuous ass got to say? Kyoka will be watching us from up above. Let's find her murderer and help her find peace. On some bullshit. Let's just do it, man. Let's do it. Is everyone ready? Like, what? I'm not the leader. Shut your ass up, Yuki. Let's hit it. How about you hit this pussy after? Like, no. What? Wait, what? Why'd I say no? Yes, I need that. We'll reveal the truth, right? In this class trial? Right. In this trial to find Kyoka's murderer. And the culprit is... I don't know why I screamed. One of us? Yuki, why are you questioning if it was one of us? It clearly was. And he's standing right there, man. He's standing right there. One of us is a murderer. I don't want to believe it, but thinking here won't change anything. Like Akane said, I'll hit it first. That pussy. Like, what? Yuki, I ain't gonna lie, you going crazy right now, man. And leave the thoughts for later. The elevator descends underground with a series of clinks and clanks. Gosh, this is gonna take forever. Which floor are we on? This feels like we're going somewhere we can never come back from. Not concerned about our uneasiness at all, the elevator slowly approaches its destination. We're here. Okay, can we get off? Like, goddamn, why are we taking so long? Finally! I was dying to see y'all. You get it? It's like, yes, we do. We get it. We get the joke. What is this place? It looks so flashy. I set this special courtroom just for you guys. Isn't it sick? Our other courtrooms would be nothing compared to this. What the hell are you speaking? You call this a court? You better be kidding. This is a contempt of a court. What? The Kakeru just be talking. Shut your ass up. Well, enough talking. Let's get this over quick. Stand where your name is written, bitch. I ain't gonna lie, you have to call him that. But I'm not gonna lie, he might grab you by the neck and choke slam you. Is everyone ready? We shall begin in a moment. Behold, the class trial! A circular arrangement where we can see each other's faces directly. Despite Monokuma's mischievous, almost ridiculous attitude, there was a strange tension going around here. My fucking god, why do we have to see her again? Kyoka, she was a playful friend, and though somewhat lazy at times, she shined with positivity at every moment. When everyone else panicked at Monokuma's motive, she managed to cheer me up. Kyoka, she left our side too early. What would have she thought at her final moment? Why did she have to die? And the cruel killer who murdered Kyoka, that cold-blooded, heartless killer, is hiding among us. That 2017 ass game. I already made that joke. Shut your ass up, Yuki. And thus, Act 1 at Hope's Peak Academy begins. A life or death trial. A life or death deception. A life or death betrayal. A life or death mystery. A life or death lie. A life or death... Like, goddamn, we get it already. Shut your ass up, Yuki. Like, god damn. Okay. God. Oh, shit. Wait, what is this music from? Hey, I'm about to go to class looking like fucking Bull Bass. Akane's in there naked. I'm about to eat her ass. Like, god damn. Okay. Trial. All rise. Like, god damn. Let us begin with a basic explanation of the class trial so your votes will determine the votes. The what? The results, sorry. If you can figure out the culprit, only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. One of us is the killer? Like, what? Yuki! Bro, Yuki, you're actually stupid as fuck. Yes, bro, like, yes, one of us is. And he's standing, I don't know where in this fucking circular arrangement, but he's somewhere here. The culprit who murdered Kyoka? Of course. No way. I have to be in the same place as the real murderer? I can't do that. Kazuna, man. Stop fucking folding. Actually do something with your bum ass life. I know it's hard, but it's a must. We need to uncover the truth behind this case and ultimately reveal the culprit's identity. Wait, hold on. What's that? What are you talking about? Bro, yes, bro, she's dead. Stop. That picture of Kyoka. Wouldn't it be awful if she got left out just because she died? Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Like this dick. Like what? Monokuma, shut your ass up. Hey! Bitch, you is not Bakugo. Stop. Let me ask you something. Just in case. It's crucial that we know this for the trial. This is really important, so prepare to answer, dumbass. Oh my god. Can there be accomplices in this case? That will determine the entire course of our discussion. Really important? Why, sure, I can tell you that. Now, accomplices in murder may exist. However, no matter how many accomplices there are, only the one who committed murder graduates. Okay, we needed that information. You know what I'm saying? I see. There would be no merit for the accomplice. Kakeru, he really looks like a different person. That'll do for the what the fuck does that say? Preamble? Oh, that's what it said. That'll do for the preamble. Let's get started then. First up is the case summary. Now, let the debate begin. The class trial. When Monokuma first mentioned it in the gym, I thought none of us would commit murder. Boy, was I wrong. But it really started. The trial to find Kyoka's killer. If we fail to reveal the culprit in this trial, we'll be... No, I can't let that happen. I have to do this. Not only for me, but for everyone else too. To find out what really happened. And to reach the ultimate truth. I must do this with all my might. Whoa, wait, we have these in here? Bitch! A non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Not at all. Need my mouse for this right now, man. Make your argument. Monokuma file 1. Good move, man. Oh my god. This shit is not working. Wait. Wait, let us start with the basic. Wait, hold on. You're talking too fast. He was our classmate and friend. Brutally murdered. I can't fucking read, man. Miss Maki, she was discovered in the girls' restroom, laughed by her neck. What? Hanged by her neck? I can't read. But who would have done such a terrible thing? He's standing right next to you. Look, you see, I still can't believe that a real murder happened here. Died by choking. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. What the fuck did you just say, man? Oh my god, that shit was not wavy at all. That's wrong, Teruya. Kyoka didn't choke to death. She didn't choke to death? Then how'd you explain the rope around her neck? The Monokuma file. Didn't you read it, you dumb bitch? It clearly states Kyoka's cause of death. Look, it says here, cause of death is a contusion on the occiput. There seems to have been excessive blood loss from the wound. See? According to the file, Kyoka didn't die due to choking. Her real cause of death is a contusion on her occiput, the back of her head. Yeah, but can we really trust that thing? I don't know if I can really trust something from that old jerk Monokuma. What? Are you questioning my credibility? Oh, kids these days, they just love to judge a file by its cover. Listen, I do not tell any lies regarding the trial. I believe in fair trial more than anyone else. Don't worry, Mr. Ittori. I can back up the credibility of this information. Almost everything on the Monokuma file is true. I'll guarantee you as a physician. So, if Kyoka died from a contusion on her occiput, someone must have hit her in the head from the back, right? Okay, she didn't kill herself. Another person killed her. Then I guess this really is a murder. Well, duh, don't reckon that is suicide just because you're too lazy to go through the trial. Our lives are at stake here. Let us not waste our energy in pointless insults. It's already stated in the Monokuma file, but to add on my personal commentary, Kyoka's injury was very severe. The strike went through her skull and made a large depression on her head. Holy fuck. You strong ass bitch, it might be Kakeru. His big brolic ass. Inferring from this, she probably died in an instant death. Hopefully, man. Holy shit. What a devastating incident. This should not have happened. We can put those commentaries aside and talk about what actually matters. If the injury was that severe, a hard object must have been used to strike her head. The murder weapon, you mean? I expected someone would bring that up around this time. Now, won't all of us talk about the weapon used to deliver the fatal blow to Kyoka? If Kyoka didn't kill herself, a blunt object other than the rope must have been used as a weapon. Let's delve into that some more. The murder weapon that struck Kyoka's head. We need to find out what that was. Yuki, you know exactly what it was, man. Make your argument. The culprit? What the fuck are you talking about? Perhaps a long object like a bat or a stick. Right there, good move! No, man, stop doing that. Well, what the fuck is he saying? I know he's like talking in Korean, but say some wavy ass shit. Yame, that can't be right. In fact, I discovered this from the dormitory's garbage dump. Look at this bullshit right here. Is that? It's a hammer, a small one. You can easily hold one with one hand. Is that what the culprit used to attack Kyoka? It apparently has blood on it, so it must be the weapon. The fact it was found at the garbage dump indicates that the culprit attempted to get rid of it. How did you even find that at the dump? But can that tiny hammer really kill a person? Yes, it can. Want to try if you're curious? Like, no, what? What is she talking about? No thanks, I'm fine. Regardless of the size. You hear that, boys? Like, what? Come on, get your freaky ass on. A hammer is made of metal. With enough force at the right angle, killing a person in a single blow is not entirely impossible. To sum up, the culprit murdered Kyoka at once with a hammer strike from the back, then hanged her. But isn't it strange? If the killer just wanted to murder Kyoka, then why did they hang the body? Even if it was to cover up her real cause of death, the bruise and the bloodstains are still there. You can see that it's a murder right away. You can? Wait. Kyoka's dead? Like, bro, yes, what? What are you talking about, Teruya? I thought it was suicide before Yuki told us. That's because you're a helpless idiot, you dumb bitch. Oh my god, I mean, you know what, Mikara, I'll let that one slide. He was being a little bit slow. Miss Maki's body didn't look typical of people who hang themselves in the first place. Too unnatural if it was meant to be framed as a suicide. Too unnatural. Yeah, it did look slightly different from a typical suicide by hanging. It looked unnatural because the rope was too loose. Kyoka wasn't hanging in the air. There was a bruise on the head. What? It wasn't that? No, this doesn't sound right. Let's focus and try again. But the rope was too loose. What? Oh my fuck, I'm just an idiot. She was on the ground, I guess. What was that? Kanata, do you mean the body looked unnatural because it wasn't hanging in the air despite the rope being tied on her? Ah, yes, that is correct. Don't you think so? Oh yeah, I got zero ideas about all this. Bro, he's just slow as fuck. Idiot. You don't know how people die from hanging? They usually tie a rope in the air, stand on a chair or a similar object, and kick it off as they hang themselves. That way, there's nothing to step on, and eventually they are choked by gravity to death. Oh, I get it. If Kyoka committed suicide, her body has to hang down in the air. But Kyoka's body was down on the floor, even with the rope hung around her neck. This must be the point. It sure is weird. Why did the culprit hang Kyoka's body then? It's simple. There are two possible explanations. The culprit either had a reason to do it, or was swear to God stupid. The culprit is stupid? Yes, he is. He's right there. Would that mean Haru is the culprit? Like, no, Satsuki, no, he's not. Hey, she said the culprit is stupid, not that a stupid person is the culprit. Oh my fucking god. He didn't deny that he's stupid. Anyway, there's no way the culprit hanged her without thinking. There has to be a reason. He did it so that he could pin it on the girls, bro. Like, that's why he did it. What is that reason that this had to happen? To talk about that, we have to discuss about the culprit first. Fuck. There's no need to repeat that. Revealing the identity of the culprit is the ultimate object of the trial after all. So let's discuss about the culprit like Tsurugi said. Shut your ass up, bro. But who is the real killer? I had no idea. Me neither. How could there be a murderer among us? I can't even imagine who. Hey, didn't we already narrow it down to have to be honest? See what I'm saying, bro? He's like, wait. Let me bring this bullshit up so they won't suspect me. Like, bro, it's you, man! What makes you say that? We know it's you, Miss Kiff. Like, yes, Kenji, come on, bro, stop playing. Duh, use your brain. Kyoka's body was found in the girls' restroom and hanged by a rope. Then shouldn't the killer be one of the girls? Like, what? No. What? Hey, he has a point. Teruya, you are writing dick right now, man! Exactly. For example, Kizuna could be the killer. She didn't speak up once since the beginning of the trial. Or Miss Dark Circles over there. Bro, you didn't either, bro. And Mikako doesn't talk. Huh? Miss Kiff, we know it's your lame ass. Like, yes, Mikako, come on. One of them's the culprit? That's nonsense. I have no reason to commit murder. Then why are you so quiet? It's hella suspicious. Dark Circles was always like that, but not you. Shut up. I'm just trying to avoid talking with dirty killers. Mr. Mori, please don't call us killers. There's only one culprit. Monokuma said accomplices have no merit. Don't view us like that. Hell no, bitch! Kyoka's already dead. It could be anyone next time. Kizuna, I hope you die next time. Don't call her that. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I need water. My throat is fucked. Water break? Like, yes. I don't know if any of y'all think I'm lying about me recording in the car, but I'm about to prove it to you. I swear to God I will. Look at this. Like, god damn. Do you know that unnecessary overreaction makes you look even more suspicious? Like, bro, he's trying to blame somebody else when he knows it was him. Shut up, Higa. How dare you spit out nonsense? The killer's a girl because the body was found in the girls' restroom? It's not like we have rules here. Guys can certainly enter it too. We actually do have rules, Kizuna. I ain't gonna lie. You're making yourself look like an idiot. Kizuna, you sound like a different person today. Why are you calling them by last name? Well, I guess her mask slipped. It's possible for a man to enter the woman's restroom. That might have been a possibility in the real world, but this place has a rule that forbids it. Am I right, Monokuma? Like, no, you're not wavy, stop. Bingo! A man entering the woman's restroom is considered a form of indecency and will be punished by a shower of bullets from the machine guns. No King Von. The same goes for the opposite case. This applies to not only the restrooms, but also the locker rooms and bathhouse that will be unlocked soon. Let's bear that in mind. You get the joke? Like, yes, Monokuma, we get it. You're a bear. It's true. Monokuma warned us when we found Kyoka's body and tried to step in. Come on, it's a matter of common sense that guys can never commit murder in the girls' restroom. Right? Like, what? Bro, we know it's you. It wasn't me. Why would I, of all people, commit murder? I'm not a criminal. If anyone is, it's that creepy bitch. Like, oh my god. Leave Mikako alone, bitch! Mikako, it's okay, it's okay. I'm rubbing your face right now. Like, what? What am I doing? If Miskif is right, that means the culprit is either Akane, Mikaru, Kanada, Ayame, Kazuna, Satsuki, or Mikako. No, I'm not the culprit. Satsuki never ever killed anyone. Yeah, if the killer is one of the girls, who else could it be besides her? Don't you agree, Rei Mikaru? Like, what? It's not Mikaru, bruh. You're just... I don't know, bro. You don't think at all. What's she even talking about? Weren't you late when the body was discovered? Everyone was there except for you. If you're not the culprit, why did you come late? Is that all you have, you nasty ass bitch? Oh my god. Mikaru and Kazuna, both y'all get naked. Let's see who's pussy the best. Like, come on, man. I told you back then. I was late because I was investigating at the main entrance. Nobody believes you. You have no evidence. Well, surely. She was a bit suspicious. Like, he's just, every time we get the blaming somebody, he's already jumping on the train. Oh yeah, it has to be him. It has to be her. Like, what? It's you! I'm not trying to jump to conclusions, but you did come late. Mikaru, can you prove what you said? If you need proof for something as simple as this, it'd be better for you to die here, airhead. Trying to back out? Gotcha. We found the answer. This bitch is the killer. No, you're not, Wavy. You're not smart. You got fucked by half the football team. Stop it. Hold on. I suggest that we think about this some more. Coming late to the scene is sure to draw suspicion, but would it also mean that Mikaru is the culprit? No, that's impossible. I know that Mikaru— Wait, why isn't Konkeru speaking up? Like, get your bubblegum ass out of here. I saw her at 6 a.m. Like, why isn't he saying anything? There was evidence pointing to her innocence. It was right here, man. Those words that you uttered are a complete lie! Hell yeah, man. Stop playing. Hold on. Mikaru is innocent. She really was at the entrance to investigate at that time. Huh? How can you be sure? Did you see it yourself? Were y'all having sex? Like, no, we weren't. What are you talking about? No, but Kakeru, you know it, right? Mikaru's innocent. You said it, Yuki. Like, shut your ass up. Rei Mikaru is innocent. I, Kakeru Yamaguchi, am the witness. Get his bum ass out of here. Like, yes, please. Mr. Yamaguchi, is there something you know about this? I woke up around 6 a.m. with an urge to go to the restroom. I had recently beaten my dick. Like, what? So we don't need to know that. As I was heading there, I encountered Mikaru. She said she was going to investigate the school wing and walked away. The next time I saw her was after the murder occurred. Which means Mikaru is innocent. Did you get what he's saying? Satsuki sees the logic but can't understand a thing because of all that shouting. He's deadass frying my voice a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, Satsuki. Basically, he saw Mikaru heading toward the school in the morning, which proves Mikaru's claim. Wait, but the body discovery announcement was at 8. No, it wasn't. What the fuck? There's 2 hours in between the time you saw her and the murder. 2 whole hours. How does that prove her innocence? Kazuna, think about the time again, you slow bitch. It's true that Mikaru didn't show up until after we found the body, but Kyoka's estimated time of death was 6 a.m. In other words, if you definitely read the fucking Monokuma file even once, you would have gotten that bullshit. Sure, she could have turned back as soon as Kakeru went back into his room, but there wouldn't be enough time for her to hang Kyoka's body or throw away the hammer. This is the reason why I'm saying Mikaru is innocent. What? Ain't gonna lie, that was colder than what I did. Wrong. That's not enough to say she's innocent. What? Why are we even doing this? We even have a witness. No, there's a hole in your argument. I'm sorry, but I've got to make this rebuttal. That's the only way to make that Four Eyes admit her crime and end this stupid trial. Kyoka died around 6 a.m. I know that. Shut your ass up. Right here! Those words you just ordered are a complete lie! Shut your ass up, Yuki! Kazuna, it's impossible to kill Kyoka remotely. How come? I told you. Well, technically it's possible, but it's not the answer for this case. And it's because her body was too clean. The body was too clean? Remember how Kyoka's body looked like? Wait a minute. The person who killed her, Mizkif, he cleaned her. And of course some of the blood is gonna drip and he can't go in the bathroom and clean it, bro. Come on, man! Kyoka's head did have a large bruise and was all sticky with blood, but that was it. The blood under her hair didn't even flow very far. Her clothes were clean too. Isn't it strange? A bruise that's severe enough to create a dent on her head and not a single drop of blood got on her clothes? There's only one reason for this. The killer wiped off the blood at the same time Kyoka died. Yes, I agree with Yuki. I was wondering the same thing while I examined the body. But can you stop bleeding from a wound that big just by wiping it a few times? My nosebleeds never stopped that easily when I tried to wipe them off. Haru, shut your ass up. It doesn't take long for blood to coagulate in room temperature. A nosebleed is from an injury inside the nose, but Miss Maki's bruise was directly exposed to the air. About 5 minutes of pressure would have been enough to stop her bleeding. And Miss Maki likely died an instant death, so the actual amount of bleeding might have not been much due to the lack of circulation. But if the culprit wiped it off as soon as Kyoka died? Right, if the culprit killed Kyoka remotely from a distance like Kazuna suggested, Kyoka's body would be covered with blood by the time they got to wipe it off. Also, they'd have to risk the blood getting on her clothes when there was no way to wash it off. What do you think, Kazuna? Anything left for you to say? Well, why? Why are you crying? Why are you siding with Four Eyes? I wasn't really siding with Makaru. True. Why would Yusa stand up for me in the first place? I don't care what you think about me, but don't use it to justify framing someone else in a trial. If we choose the wrong person based off your petty emotions, everyone here is going to die. Do you still not understand the rule of this place? Fine, do whatever you want. Yes! Shut her bitch ass up. What? Oh my god. Then is Makaru fully proven innocent? Is everyone clear on that? Why are we suddenly talking about Makaru though? If I remember correctly, she faced her suspicion after Mitsuhiro said the killer was among the girls. Makaru, we apologize for suspecting you. I never suspected her in the first place. Y'all just slow as shit. Shrug it off. No matter how much you contempt and disdain me, I don't give a damn. No beavers. Then we can safely assume that Makaru and Kakeru have an alibi. Well, we already crossed out Kakeru. Didn't you say the killer was a girl? Yo, Haru, get your slow ass on, man. Hold on. Even if Four Eyes is innocent, I'm not gonna take that. The killer cannot be a girl, but there's no other possibility. Like, it was in the girl's bathroom. Like, how? How would it be a guy? Does he know? Like, what? Shut your ass up. The killer had to be able to enter the girls' restroom. Who else other than the girls can enter the girls' restroom? And why are you being so fussy if you're not the culprit? You feeling guilty or something? Like, bro, it's you. You're being fussy. Every time we get a little bit progressed, you're like, it has to be this guy. It has to be her. Like, what? I told you I'm not the killer. It's just not fair. You can't assume me as the killer just because I'm a girl. And you don't even have a solid reasoning. Oh, come on. If the rule that boys cannot enter the girls' restroom is not an acceptable reason, then what is? The culprit is a girl. But is it really like that? This isn't good. We can't reach an agreement if we keep fighting. Ultimate leader, we're waiting for you to come up with a plan. I really want to suck that dick, Tsurugi. Satsuki, stop. Stop glazing him. Bitch, stop glazing me. Like, what? Even he wants you to stop glazing him. There's no need. In fact, I'd highly encourage this sort of debate. I see the current situation as a perfect chance for all of us to understand the culprit's strategy. What do you mean? Everyone's just fighting each other right now. Think about why you were led to believe that the culprit is a woman. If you can figure that out, you'll be able to reach the answer from there on. Why don't you just say it, bro? Why do I have to figure it out for you? I feel like Tsurugi doesn't even know. He just wants me to come up with the answer because he's slow as fuck. Why did we come to think that the culprit is a girl? Because Ms. Kiff said it, bro. He's the culprit. The body was in the girls' restroom for sure. Then is the culprit a girl just like Mitch said? I think we're still missing something crucial. I have to point that out. Hey. Oh, shit. Okay. Torn notes, laundry room bloodstain. The culprit is definitely one of the girls. Shut your ass up, man. I said I'm not gonna take it. How about you take this dick, Kazuna? Alright, go move right here. Kyoka's murder and the hanging occurred separately from one another. I agree with that. No, man, no. Let's go, man. I don't even know what the fuck he said. I'm just shooting it. No, Haru, that's not true. Not true? What's not true? We've been missing something crucial. I'll cut to the chase. No Lego City. The culprit can certainly be a guy too. Huh? What are you talking about? So that's not possible. It was in the girls' restroom. Bro, he's trying to throw me off, man. Stop doing it. I know it's you. Guys couldn't go in the girls' restroom. How do you commit a murder at a place you can't even enter? That doesn't matter. All this time we thought the murder occurred in the girls' restroom since that's where the body was found? But where the murder actually happened was a totally different location. Huh? What you mean? The body was at the girls' restroom. Oh, I get it. Looks like everyone finally got it. Like, no, bitch, you didn't even know. You're just trying to make me say it. That reminds me, the Monokuma file only stated where the body was discovered, not the place where the actual murder occurred. A critical point indeed. We weren't paying attention to the real deal while being distracted by superficial things. You should have seen it at your first glance. Mikaru, you act like you solved this whole thing in 20 seconds. No, you didn't, bitch. You had a head start. Wait, hold on. If Kyoko wasn't murdered in the girls' restroom, if the culprit killed her in another place and moved the body to the restroom, those could be all done by someone who's not a girl? Come to think of it, Kyoko's body was quite close to the restroom entrance. Then, oh fuck, what the fuck? Then, was Kyoko murdered somewhere else? How did you reach that conclusion, Yuki? I bet you had some kind of supporting evidence. Yeah, in fact, I found a puddle of blood in the laundry room. The laundry room? That place sounds so irrelevant. The bloodstain says everything. Kyoko Maki was murdered in the laundry room. The laundry room? I have seen Miss Maki there a few times, but her time of death. Why did she go to the laundry room at 6 a.m. in the morning? Yeah, I know she was an early bird, but I don't think she would get up that early. The reason Kyoko headed to the laundry room. Didn't I find something that can answer that question? Yes, we did, Yuki. What was it? I think it's coming to my mind. The clue was for this one right here. I got it! Shut your ass up, Yuki. Why do I sound like that? Lame as hell. Everyone, can you look at this for a second? What's that? I found this from Kyoko's body. It looked like a scrap piece of paper from the notepad Monokuma gave us. Kyoko was holding it tight in her hand. Would you like me to read what it says? Come to the laundry room at 6 a.m. I don't know what the fuck it says in between that, I ain't gonna lie. It's all raggy and torn. Take a closer look. It clearly mentions that place in the parts that we can read. I see. The laundry room. Moreover, the words that really matter are still intact despite the missing parts. For the parts that are left, I think the full message was, so come to the laundry room at 6. There aren't any cameras there. I'll be waiting. No, how the fuck did you know that? Tsurugi, you might be the culprit. Something like that. Or he's just inferring. That was so sick, Tsurugi. You completed the note just from its parts. Let me suck that dick. Like, no, Haru, we gotta solve this case first. It's my speculation, so I can't assure that it's completely identical to the original sentence. And Haru, you can suck this dick after this class trial. What? Tsurugi, what the fuck? But it should be the same overall. Is it ripped because the culprit tried to pull it out by force? You weak ass bitch. I believe so. Maybe the culprit wasn't able to remove the whole paper from Miss Maki's hand due to the rigor mortis. Oh my fucking god. I don't know what that is, but what I can infer from that is like, since she got hit so hard in the head, it moved like a muscle from her brain to her like arm or something, like her hand or wrist. It made her like grip the fucking the paper with her hand like really fucking hard. Does that make sense? That means Kyoko got that note from someone and went to the laundry room at the designated time without knowing that what's about to happen. Like, okay, you just saying the most obvious shit of all time, bro. Are you sure you're not the ultimate dumbass? Guys, I need more water. Holy fuck. Water break? Anyone join me? Right now it's cold outside and I got gloves on, so you know what I'm saying? We chillin'. I hope you enjoyed your water break, by the way. Here you go. Mwah. Only for those people over the age of 18. Shoot, why would anyone use those kinds of cheap tricks? Huh? Satsuki's confused on the part that says there aren't many cameras. Perhaps it was intended to make the note look like some sort of secret talk. Nope, that's not what Satsuki meant. Are there really no cameras in the laundry room? No, there should be. There's no way there isn't. There is. Whoa, what a surprise. You can talk? Shut your ass up, Kizuna. Between the ventilator and the clothesline. Yeah, I saw it too. The culprit just wrote down meaningless nonsense as bait. Kyoko, just why? I apologize for untimely interruption, but may I speak for a moment? Kenji, what is it? Kyoko was murdered in the laundry room. Although we can now be certain about the statement, is it not too early to conclude that a man could be the culprit as well? Kenji, we know that already, dog. Come on. While it is possible for a man to commit murder in the laundry room and carry the body to the restroom, recall the fact that Kyoko was not merely lying on the restroom floor. She was hanged by a rope attached to the ceiling. Have we forgotten this already? Oh, you're right. The murder could be done somewhere else, but you'll have to enter the restroom to connect the rope to the ceiling. Oh my fucking god. Every time someone says some incorrect shit, he's like, wait, you might be right. Like, what? No. So the culprit really is a girl then. And then here goes Teruya, riding cock again, riding cock. What? Are we back to where we started? Seriously, guys, you want to think the culprit is a girl that bad? No, but Kenji is not wrong. It's impossible to tie a rope to a pipe inside the restroom unless you were inside as well. See, the killer is one of the girls. Wait, it's too early to make that conclusion. Can there be a way to hang the body from the outside? If Kenji is right, the killer cannot be a guy. But if there's a way to refute that logic, that bum-ass artist, I have to come up with that even if the chances are less than 1%. This isn't a drill. A single mistake can kill any of us. All of us, my bad. If we put our heads together, we'll be able to find the answer. Way to hang the body from the outside. Is that really possible? Shut your ass up. No, wait. I'm kidding, baby. No, I don't mean that. They must have climbed up the wall. No. What the fuck? Are they Spider-Man, Satsuki? Don't struggle on your own. There's definitely something. Come to think of it, there was another object attached to the rope. The hook. Oh my fucking god. Used a tool for it. What? I didn't even shoot it. Oh my fucking god. Is that not it? Oh my. Yeah, we're dead. We died. I feel lost. I can't hold on any longer. I'm about to fucking come. Where did I go wrong? What the fuck? What? Right here. Let's go, man. Yo, Yuki, shut your bum ass up. Kazuna was way tougher. And she's a bitch. That's it, Ayame. You can use a tool. A tool, but how? Oh wait, I didn't read it in her voice. Fuck. I almost forgot. The tool that was tied to the rope. It's right here. Did you see it? Looks like a hooker to me. Wait, you mean a hook? What the fuck is you talking about? A hook? The rope had something like that? I'm starting to get impressed by the extent of you guys' stupidity. But Useless made a good point this time. I might give him some head. Like, yes, Makaru, yes you will. With consent. I'm about to get some head. Oh my god, Yuki. Stop. So what about the hook? The culprit must have thrown this hook with a rope attached to connect it to the pipe on the ceiling. That way, the rope is all set. Afterwards, they can tie the other end to Kyoko's neck and push her body inside. Wouldn't that be possible to do without actually entering the girls' restroom? Yes, it is. This is our answer. Hold on. We can't do that bullshit. Who could do that? Maybe it was Kakaren. Like, no, it was you. Look how the rope is tied to the pipe. It's been twined several times around the pipe. Is it possible to do it with that heavy looking hook on the rope? He's right. It's fastened by the hook, but that rope went around several times. Teruya, get off his dick, man. I know. It's nearly impossible to tie a rope like that when there's a hook attached. What the? You said it like it's impossible. That's why the culprit used another tool to secure the rope onto the pipe. Another tool? What is that? Another tool? Seems like Makaru's the only one who realized what it is. Whoa, can you tell us, Makaru? Like hell I realized. I knew it from the very beginning. I'm not slow like you, bitch. If you're trying to sound me out, quit it. I already said that I have no plans to offer any help. Besides, it looks like Useless over there got hold of it anyway. Why don't you ask him? What? Me? Yuki, can you tell us the answer? Well, it's... Oh, you didn't? Sorry about that. I guess that question was too hard for your non-functional brain. Oh my god. She's just mean all the fucking time. I won't forgive myself if I don't give an answer after hearing that. In fact, I'm sure that I can. I found that object during that investigation. A tool other than the hook was used to secure the rope from the outside. That tool was... It was that stupid ass rubber ball. I got it! And one more thing. There was a key piece of evidence that can prove this tool's involvement in the crime. I got your dumbass right here! Ah, I got it. I figured out the other tool used by the culprit. It's the rubber ball. Rubber ball? What's a rubber ball? Wait, Kyoka's dead? Oh my god, Haru, yes, man! It's like a bouncy ball. Have you ever played with them when you were young? It's full of some kind of vicious liquid that makes it bounce back up when it hits the floor. How's it relevant to the case? You better tell us quick, Yuki. I figured out the way the rubber ball was used in the murder just now. After Tsurugi said that the culprit used another tool to set the rope in place, I tried to relate that act of winding the rope with the circumstances of the murder. I think we can be certain about the culprit using a hook hook since we found one on the pipe. But as Mitch pointed out, it's impossible to wind the rope like that with the hook alone. Putting the hook after setting up the rope wasn't a choice either, because there's no way to get that rope around the pipe by itself. Besides, they had to step inside to attach the hook. That's why the culprit used a rubber ball. Before using the hook, the culprit tied the rope around the rubber ball. Oh my fucking god. He did it multiple fucking times. Then they threw it inside the restroom, between the pipe and the ceiling to be more exact. Like, why did you do all this bullshit just to, like, oh my god. The way the ball would hit the wall and bounce back toward where it started, just like Akane's about to bounce that at. If you repeat this multiple times, you get the rope around the pipe with the ball returning to the entrance every single time. All's left is to remove the ball and tie a hook to throw it on the pipe. But the culprit probably faced something that wasn't a part of the plan here. The rubber ball burst because of the pressure from the rebounding off the wall. No vans. It spilled its contents all over the wall and the floor, which is still left at the scene. This is how the culprit tied the rope without going inside the girls' restroom. The hook and the rubber ball were used to make it look like it was done from the inside. Oh, so that must have been the sticky liquid on the wall. Well said, Yuki. I knew that shit already, but good job. Like, no you didn't. Well, if our ultimate police officer says so, I guess he's right. I just be writing dick all the time. Like, oh my fucking god. Like, we know, Teruya, we know. Everyone, did you notice something after getting to this point? Notice what? That it was the girls? Like, no, man, stop. Think closely. We were talking about the possibility of a man being the culprit. But don't you think it should be the opposite after going through all of this? Opposites. My explanation involving the hook and the ball, it was to prove that it's possible for a guy to be the culprit. But if the opposite of that is true, that means the culprit is a man. Gotcha, dumbass! That's right, we're going in the opposite direction ever since. Opposite direction? What are you talking about? We thought that the culprit was a girl, so we thought of a way to hang Kyoka from outside the restroom based on the assumption, what if a guy could be the culprit as well? Turns out that wasn't the case. It's very unlikely that the culprit is among the girls. The killer is definitely a man. What? It wasn't me! Hey, how so? Why is it something like that? Think about what we just went through. The culprit undoubtedly used the hook and the rubber ball to connect the rope to the ceiling. Now, suppose the culprit was a woman. Would there be a reason for her to use such complicated measures when she could have simply stepped inside and tied the rope directly? Honestly, if you're a smart ass bitch, if I was a woman and I was the one who committed murder, I would have done it exactly just like how fucking Mizkif did it. That makes sense. It looks like the culprit had to do it without getting inside the bathroom. Furthermore, even if the culprit was a woman and had to use the hook or rubber ball for some reason, they would have been able to clean the stain on the wall afterwards. Right, as I mentioned before, the culprit probably didn't expect the rubber ball to burst. To clean the liquid off the wall, they needed to get inside the restroom. But they couldn't, because guys can't enter the girls' restroom. I can't say it with absolute certainty, but it's the most reasonable explanation we can think of. There would be no reason for the culprit to intentionally leave traces in the murder scene. I mean, the liquid stain on the wall was a big hint for figuring out how the ball was used by the culprit. That automatically gives us girlies... Wait, why did I say girly? That automatically gives us girls an alibi, right? Plus, even better, Yuki, Teruya, Haruhiko, Mizkif, Tsurugi, Kenji, and Kakeru. We know one of them's got to be it. Okay, wait. Scratch off Kakeru because he's already proven innocent, you dumb hoe. And me because I'm the main character. Shut your ass up. Hold on. What if the culprit was a woman and tried to make us think this way all along? I highly doubt it. The reason the culprit hanged Kyoka in the first place was to make us think that a woman did it. Ho ho ho, bitch, you're not Santa Claus. So it had nothing to do with disguising it as a suicide from the start. Indeed, everything was led to us thinking that a woman is the culprit. In other words, the culprit wanted us to think that way. So they wouldn't become a suspect! All because the culprit was a man. Everything's connected now. Fuck them men. Oh my god. I find it strange to find the rope on Miss Maki's neck being too loose. In retrospect, I see that was the case because the culprit didn't intend to make it look like a suicide at all. I can't believe it took this long for you to reach that point. What's up with you talking like you already know all this stuff? Right, bro, like tell us who it was if you know. Because I already knew. What? I already have everything worked out. Who the culprit is, why they killed, anything you could possibly think of. Then say it. Why aren't you saying anything? What? And you just stood there in silence when you had all the answers? How many times will I have to repeat this? I have absolutely no reason to help you bum-ass, lame-ass bitches out. Makaru, this is a competition. If you don't share what you know and we end up voting for the wrong person, you're going to die too. Of course, I'll share my knowledge when it gets to that. But even without me, you still have Tsurugi Kinjo over there to help you. And Useless, you're getting pretty close to the truth too. I was actually surprised. Perhaps you weren't completely useless after all, monkey. Oh my god! Bitch, you is not ghetto. Stop. I need more water, bro. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. I can't drink it like fast because it like hurts my throat a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm drinking it in little sips, little sips. I already know when I wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be like a ghost fuck my throat. It's a like goddamn, stop. Monkey? Ah! She called your lame ass a monkey. Like, oh my, Satsuki, shut your ass up. Jeez, she's a real smug. Well, she's always been like that. We should ignore what she says and keep moving on. Sure, I believe we left off from saying the culprit is a man. I wonder who it is. Wow, she must be really excited about the tables turning. Although we know that the killer is among the men, we still need to specify one person out of 7. Is there any kind of clue to narrow down the list? Well, if Miss Makaru was able to work out the culprit's identity, there must be a clue pointing to the killer somewhere. The problem is, we don't know what that clue is. Tsurugi, a little help here? Like something that can kill the killer? Nail the killer? Fuck. I do have something in mind, but you shouldn't rely on me for everything. All of you should rely on Yuki, because he has all the information and I don't know bullshit. Oh my fucking god. Kyoka. Why do you keep saying her name, Akane? She's not coming back. Hey, y'all, any ideas about the culprit? Well, nothing in particular, I suppose. We're almost there. We know that the culprit is one of the guys. Just to remind y'all, it's not me. Like, oh my god, you're making yourself so suspicious. Their reaction is making you look even more suspicious. Finally, you said something right. Just like you from a while ago. What'd you say, you bitch? I'm sorry. Like, shut your ass up. Since most of you seem to be having trouble with this, let me suggest going around. How about we all think of something else first? Such as, don't you want to know why Kyoka died? Why Kyoka had to die? Tsurugi, what are you talking about? Of course we do. Kyoka was always full of spirit and a nice friend to us. She didn't deserve to die. To begin with, 2 people were indirectly involved in Kyoka's death. 2 people? Are you implying that there are 2 more culprits? No, I'm not saying those 2 took part in the murder, but they heavily influenced the events leading up to Kyoka's death. The point is, Kyoka died as a result of someone's mistake and the culprit's misjudgment that stemmed from it. Mistake and misjudgment? See, he doesn't fucking know. Right now, the information we're about to tell him, his heart's gonna drop to his asshole. I need the help of a certain someone to explain this. Yuki, could you help me out? I got you. You remember the conversation we had in the hallway? The one over the nameplates? Oh, you mean that one? Yeah, you told me then you... Oh my fucking god, this is carrying on for so long, man. Why are we talking about this? Why? I know why, but like, we don't need to know this. Yeah, you told me then that you knew who caused that change to the nameplates. I don't have knowledge regarding this matter, so I'd like for you to provide us the context. I'll explain to everyone. Yesterday, while all of us were in shock after Monokuma showed us the motive, there was a minor incident that happened. The people who knew about that incident are me, Haru, Satsuki, and finally Kyoka. Huh? They don't look like they know it though. Haru, Satsuki, did you forget what happened before nighttime yesterday? With the nameplates. Oh, that. Oh, you mean the thing with Haru's triple spin? Yeah, would you mind explaining to us what happened back then? I think there's something you didn't know about it. I'll tell you when we get there. Okay. Make your argument. Yes, I will. Right there, man! I disagree with what you just said. On some bullshit, man. Stop playing. No, Satsuki, there's something wrong with what you just said. What's wrong? Although Haru did put the nameplates back, he didn't know that he made a mistake while doing so. Yuki, he forgot where the 2 nameplates originally were, so he put the new ones in the wrong place. What? He forgot about something that was right in front of him seconds ago? Oh, he went to the restroom before putting it back, so I think he got confused somewhere in the middle. Okay. I get how much of an idiot Haruhiku is. How is that related to Kyoka's murder? That would be because the 2 nameplates Haruhiku had to replace belonged to Tsurugi and Kyoka. Right, Yuki? Yeah, right. Kyoka's room was right next to mine, and Tsurugi's was next to hers. but because Haru thought the other way around, the nameplates on their doors were switched. Mr. Kobashikawa, was it your intent to do so? Anyway, Haru, shouldn't you already know? We talked about the nameplates being switched when we were investigating. Well, I did, but I just wanted to avoid unnecessary suspicion. Avoid suspicion? Don't tell me you're the culprit, Haruhiku. No, I'm not. I swear, this is exactly why I didn't say it. Why do we think you're suspicious? It's just a couple of nameplates. Yeah, that's your dumbass didn't know. Your dumbass didn't know. I don't think they're that much related to Kyoka's death anyway. Yes, they're related. Much related, in fact. Now, why would you care to explain what that means to us? I said that earlier that two people were connected to the murder. One of them is Haruhiko, for switching the nameplates, and the other person is me. Mr. Kinjo, you have an indirect connection with the murder of Miss Maki? Might I ask you to elaborate on that? It's true. Let's see, where should I start? How about we all get a grasp of the culprit's intention first? If things went as the culprit originally planned, the person to have a portrait here would have been me. That statement sounds somewhat far-fetched. No Pokemon. How come you were to die instead of Kyoka? Do you remember the torn note that Yuki read to us a while ago? I was able to comprehend what the culprit was aiming for after seeing that note. Kyoka got that note from the culprit and headed to the laundry room at the designated time. There, she was assaulted and murdered by the culprit. Everyone's clear on this, right? Then let me ask, how do you think Kyoka got the note? How? She got the note? Well, maybe one of us casually handed it over to her. Kyoka wouldn't have known that the person who gave the note would come after her back then. From whom? Where? How? Did any of you see Kyoka getting a note from someone? No, besides, there wasn't any time for that. After we got out of the audiovisuals room, Kyoka stayed with me and Satsuki until she went into her room for the night. Wait! Then Kyoka got the note between 10 p.m. last night and her time of death, which is 6 a.m. this morning. Right. Kyoka went inside her room as soon as it became nighttime. She couldn't have gotten the note while talking face to face with someone, and that leaves us with only one possibility. She got the note while she was inside her room. But you can't go into someone else's room unless you got the key or the owner's permission. Yes, but there's a way to give her the note without opening the door. What? Would that be like magic? Really? How? See, he's just doubting everything, bro. It's him. Just get him out of here, bruh. A way to slip a note inside the room without opening the door or being seen by the owner. That should be pretty simple. Something that any clever kid could think of. Just slide it under the fuck-ass door. Why are we talking about this? Hey. Damn, look how fucking big he fucking is. Oh my fucking god. Gap. Like this gap I'm about to fucking make on Akane. I got it! That's it. The gap. Even when the door is fully closed, there's a gap between the bottom of the door and the threshold. That's large enough to slip a note through. So, after nighttime, the culprit let the note inside Miss Maki's room through that gap? Right, there would be no one out in the hallway after nighttime and Kyoka would still be awake. Adding a message like, don't exit your room to keep Monokuma from noticing, would have easily dealt with the chance of Kyoka seeing the note coming in and opening the door. That way, the sender won't have to reveal himself while still getting the message across. This information between the culprit and Kyoka made her more vulnerable to deception. You know, it was pretty bold of him to do that. What if Kyoka didn't show up or brought other people with her? The note probably requested her to come alone to prevent such occurrences, likely coupled with a reason she won't be able to ignore. From the fact they mentioned the absence of cameras, it must have been something Monokuma should know about. A way out, for instance. Would any of you refuse to go if someone offers to tell you a way to escape? Honestly, if someone slipped me a note like that and I was in this bitch myself, you're getting ignored. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going over there. Well, I'd go, yes. True, I would have gone as well. Okay, the culprit sneaked the note into her room. I get that, but how exactly is it you and Haru's fault? Think closely. Most people here didn't know about Haruhiko switching the nameplates until it was said in the trial or noticed it after the murder occurred. Which means, at the time of the murder, the culprit was unaware of the fact either. Dumbass boy, dumbass boy. Oh! He's actually an idiot. It has to be Miskiff. Yes, Akane, you're starting to get it. You're starting to get it. I see. For that reason, you consider yourself and Haruhiko to be at fault. For those of you who haven't gotten it yet, we're saying that the culprit killed Kyoka because of a confusion. Confusion? So it ties back to what Tsurugi said earlier? Right. I think I know it now. The indirect influence Haru had over Kyoka's death. Haru switched the nameplates by mistake, and the culprit slipped a note inside the room without knowing why they were switched. Then the culprit intended target was Tsurugi. That's right, the culprit never intended to murder Kyoka. The real person he wanted to kill was Tsurugi. Because he knew that Tsurugi was about to get on his dumbass. That makes sense. The killer saw Tsurugi's nameplate on the door and left a note there, but the room was actually Kyoka's. Does that mean Tsurugi would have died if Haruhiko didn't switch the nameplates? Yes, that's why I said Haruhiko and I indirectly caused Kyoka's death. Kyoka! It's all because I was an idiot. It's all because I was dumb enough to mix up those stupid nameplates. So basically Haru's saying he would have rather Tsurugi die. He just wanted some puh. He wanted some puh. Calm down, Haruhiko. It's not your fault. Even if you put the nameplates correctly, Tsurugi would have been in danger. I'm a policeman. It's my duty to ensure everyone's safety. Yet, I was careless enough to let Kyoka die. I should have died rather than failing in my duty like this. Please don't say that. Every person's life must be treated with extreme regard. That is why I cannot forgive the culprits. Not that murders ever deserve forgiveness, but him killing one of our close friends was absolutely unforgivable. Yeah, I feel the same too. But how am I supposed to take that one of us is the cruel, cold-blooded killer? So? What do you mean, so? Can't you think? Now's the time to say it. You know, the identity of the culprits. The culprits? Didn't you solve anything you needed to, you dumb fuck? The fact that the culprit is a man, the way he hanged the body without entering the restroom, and how and why he called Kyoka and killed her. Isn't the culprit fairly obvious at this point? While we did figure out most of the major details, I don't believe we ever brought up the matter before. Jeez, you guys still don't know? Y'all are so fucking slow. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, Makaru, you rhymed a little bit right there. How long are you going to make me wait here? I think my legs are starting to hurt. How about you say it yourself if you know so much? Why should I? There's people like Tsurugi out there anyway. Tsurugi? Do you know who the culprit is? Yes, I do. Actually, I already knew who it was well before the trial started. I ain't gonna lie, if you're the killer, you gotta kill them both. Her and him. Or you're fucked. I ain't gonna lie, you're just fucked. That's our ultimate police. How about I show you my titties? Like, what? What? Oh my fucking god, stop. Why don't you show me? Why are you showing his bum ass? But what I thought back then was more like an educated guess. Now that I went through these discussions in the trial, I'm confident with what I got. He keeps fucking stalling and saying some bullshit every time someone says something wrong. And Satsuki, meet me at my room later. Like, what? Oh my fucking... Can I join? Like, no. Man, that's epic. How'd you know? I still don't have a clue. I'll try to make it easy for everyone to understand. So let's go back to when we were talking about the hook. Man, fuck that hook and that rubber ball. The rubber ball was a decisive factor in the deduction of the culprit. He fucking kicked it. Because he's good at fucking tickling balls and stuff. You remember Yuki explaining earlier that the rubber ball burst because it couldn't overcome the pressure? It was probably due to the accumulated damage from the repeated collisions with the wall. And here's the question, how much pressure do you think is needed to pop a rubber ball? Well, it will depend on which kind you're talking about, but probably a lot. Right, normal levels of pressures can't leave a single scratch on it, much less make it burst. But the rubber ball still burst, just by bouncing it a few times off the wall? That's kind of strange. Was the rubber ball old? When I saw the rubber ball, it was still glossy and shining all over despite its condition. I dare say it was brand new. I'm not done yet, though I didn't place emphasis on this earlier. Think about it. Would it be easy to make a ball go over the pipe through that little space between it and the ceiling, bounce off the wall, and roll back towards the entrance? Especially when the culprit couldn't afford to fail even once because he was a man. I believe it would be a challenge. I don't possess the skills for it in the first place, but even if I did, I won't be able to do it because of the pressure. Fully agreed. But the culprit chose to take that challenge and succeeded nonetheless. That wasn't just a matter of guts, he had the confidence and ability to assure his success. In short, the culprit has the ability to throw a ball exactly where he wants to. It's more than accuracy. Not only did the culprit have precise control over where to land the ball, but also the strength to burst it open. But I don't think any one of the guys looked like they had that much strength and accuracy. Judging by his muscles, maybe Kakeru does. No, bitch, it's not him. With my daily muscle training, it would be certainly possible for me to burst a rubber ball with my strength. Kizuna, let me beat that pussy up. Like, what, Kakeru? What the hell? However, just to be clear, I cannot be the culprit. Then how did the killer pull off those tricks? Was he secretly the ultimate baseball player? Was that a fucking... No, Leon! No, I think you guys are missing something. I said the culprit made the rubber ball go over the pipe, not through it. Huh? How can you make the ball go over the pipe without throwing it? By kicking it, idiot. Wait, I think there is a way. How do you even do that? Superpowers? No Daniel Caesar? What? You know that song? Okay. You know ball, Tsuruya. No, you can kick it with your foot. Y'all may knows whose bum ass, lame ass did it. I know he's trembling in his fucking shoes right now. Oh right, rubber balls are small enough to hold with one hand, so I was naturally thinking that the culprit threw it. Hold on a second, kicking with your foot. It has to be Teruya. Like no, bro. I knew I had the answer when I reached that point. It seems like some of you got there too. If what I'm thinking is right, the culprit is, but why? Why did he? Yuki. You know who it is, right? Huh? Looking at your facial expression, I got the feeling that you finally reached the truth. You helped me out a lot with the hook and the nameplate, so how about you say it for us? The mastermind behind all this. Kyoka's murderer. Yuki. Tsurugi's right, I know the culprit. I really did figure it out. I'm so fucking smart. There's only one person who could have done everything we talked about before. I want to convince myself that I'm wrong, but this is something I have to do. I must do this. We know who it is, man. We know who it is. Not me, not his bum ass, not him, not him, not him. I mean, not her. Has to be her. Like, no, it's not. Can't be Mikako. Can't be Makaru. It's you, bitch! I got you, dumbass! The person that came up with this plan and murdered Kyoka was this water break. My throat is dry as fuck. If you need to, go get yourself some water. Go get yourself some water. Drink some water. What you mean, no? You not gonna drink some water? Drink some water, bitch. Go drink some water right now. Miskiff. It was you, right? What are you talking about? Like, bro, we know it's you. We came up with the answer already. What? Fucking good move, man! Now you about to crash out, huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It wasn't me. Like, bro, we know it was you. Did you just say I'm the culprit? What? Mitsuhiro? Hey, hold on. How does that make me the culprit? None of the other bum-ass guys has the ability to throw a rubber ball. Not even my lame ass. Exactly where it was targeted with enough power to burst it. But if we're talking about kicking a ball with that much strength and accuracy, wouldn't it be impossible for you, right? Especially when you're the ultimate soccer player. Get it, dumbass Yuki! Ugh! Mitsuhiro's talent was said to be almost on par with that of many professional soccer players. It makes sense for an expert like him to handle a much smaller and lighter ball with such ease. No, wrong! Keep quiet if you're not the expert. Soccer balls and rubber balls are different. And I can't do all that even with a soccer ball. Mitch, but you did that thing in Fuji TV's The Master Challenge. You were the special guest for the game where you had to dribble all kinds of balls and land it on the target, and you even had to suck some balls. Hairy ones too. Didn't you have no problems with the rubber ball there? You even did it with a freaking pea. Oh my fucking god. What? I saw that episode in the hospital. He easily scored with a soccer ball, then did the same with ping pong balls, shuttlecocks, and one of those large exercise balls, I believe. And you're saying you can't kick rubber balls? Try a better joke. Like, damn, get that dick out your mouth, man. That was all fake. It was scripted. How would that even be possible in real life? Do you think I'm a god or something? Mitch, are you really the culprit? Did you kill Kyoka? Yeah, plus, wasn't he the one who said the killer would be among the girls? Yo, they are getting on his dumb ass. I did not expect that they would bring up that he was calling out the girls first. No, this is a trap. I know Yuki's the culprit. He's trying to accuse me with no evidence whatsoever. Mitch, it's over for your lame ass. Please, just say it. I don't want to do this any longer. Say what? I didn't kill anyone. And why does it have to be me? Do you have proof? Do you have any kind of evidence that I killed? Mitsuhiro, I thought that you would overreact like this if you aren't the culprit. And you seem able to enough to perform that trick. Using that rubber ball that Yuki mentioned. That was... This is ridiculous! This is pure speculation! Show me the proof! Mitch seems really messed up right now. And I'm about to kill this dumbass. Stop playing. It should be somewhere, that one piece of evidence that can nail him down as the killer. I need to point that out, or else we won't get anywhere. Stop playing with me. I'm not playing these fucking games, Mitch! Get your bum ass on. Make your argument. Yes, I will! I got those tools from the antique store. Yes, you did, bitch! Let's go! I got you, dumbass! Wait, Mitch, you said some bullshit right now. What did you say? Huh? What's off? I didn't say anything wrong in it. I know we talked about the culprit using the hook and the rubber ball earlier, but we never mentioned it where he got it! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Mitch, eat this fucking cock, bitch! We didn't mention where they got it from. How did you know those tools were from the antique store? What? What are you talking about? Kazuda said it earlier. Like, no, she didn't, bro. Shut your ass up. Because that's where most of the tools are. Yeah, I just thought the antique store was a good place for them to get it from. That makes zero sense. You normally find hooks and rubber balls in the storage, not the antique store. Yeah, and doesn't the gym have loads of balls too? Hey, bro, we got you, dumbass. You see, you never know. Both the storage and the antique store might have those. That's why I mentioned the antique store. It looked like that place has practically everything. Mitch, we know your bum ass did it. One of us has been keeping track of every single item in the storage in the antique store. Am I right, Teruya? Oh yes, Yuki. Is this why you asked me about this? Trust me, the antique store definitely had hooks and rubber balls. I know because I spent most of my time hanging out there. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any hooks or rubber balls in the storage. The ones used in the murder are from the antique store. The way those items were arranged changed after the murder. Whoa, Teruya, you memorized all of that? Wow, what a fucking nerd. Shut up! It's just a coincidence and you still don't show me proof! What? You didn't even say that shit right, you dumb bitch. Show me evidence. Tangible evidence. Not your stupid guesses. I'm not buying it. You're doing this to the wrong person. Jeez, can't you be a man to just say you did it? Hey, Mitsuhiro, will you admit it if we show you evidence that you're the culprit? I'm not the culprit. If there's no evidence, you can't say I did it. Give me the proof. Proof! If he insists, we probably should show him. Yuki, show his lame ass. I got you, Tsurugi. I have proof? Oh my fucking god, you can be patient and think. You do have the proof. I believe in you. Bro, why didn't you just kiss me? You even showed it to us a while ago. I showed the proof to everyone? Is he talking about... I see, I didn't think about it back then, but that can certainly nail Mitch. I've got to show him what that is. Why does he call me dirty? Look at you. Get your dumb ass out of here, bro. Show me some physical proof that I'm the culprit. The notepad Monokuma gave us. Get your dumb ass out of here! If you want it, I'll show you. Tangible evidence that can prove you guilty. Which obviously doesn't exist, you moron. It does exist. Remember when I showed you the note to explain how the culprit called Kyoka to the laundry room? The paper used for the note was from the notepad given to us by Oh! Basically I'm saying, bro, if you didn't do it, show us your notepad, bitch. No! We could see if that note was from your notepad by checking if there's any torn pages in there. What? Well, Matsuhiro, here's the evidence you've been asking for. Hey, you, this evidence, are you kidding me? We've got like those like a week ago. Anyone could have torn out a page for who knows what. Huh? Anyone could have used it. Then we could try matching Yuki's note with the torn section in your notepad. That way, we'll be clear on whether it was from your notepad or not. Bro, Tsurugi is pressing him. Well, but, hey, don't you think the culprit could have used someone else's notepad? How can you be so sure that it was from mine? No way, idiot. Notepads in a drawer are in our rooms. How are you going to get one without the owner's permission? And if the owner somehow gave permission, even better. That would automatically mean the person who asked for permission is the culprit. Wait, that's... Mitch, just admit it. I don't want us to keep fighting each other like this. Yuki, shut your lame ass up. It's over then. Over? Who said it's over? Nothing's over. This is a lie. This is all a big lie. How dare you accuse a superstar like me of murder? Liar, liar, liar! Alright. If you say so, I'll go over the case from beginning to end. Then you'll accept it. That you're the only possible culprit, Mitch. Let's do this. Holy shit, I need water, guys. Why is Mitch screaming so much? Oh my god, I love this. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, now I got your dumbass. Look at all this bullshit he was doing. It all started last night. While we were all in shock by Monokuma's motive, Kyoka, Haru, and Satsuki decided to hang out together to distract themselves from the stress. They ran around in the hallway until Haru accidentally broke 2 of the nameplates on the wall. Boom, right here. They were like, oh shit. Those 2 nameplates belonged to Kyoka and Tsurugi. Haru was panicking over breaking school property when Monokuma showed up to give him a warning. He didn't punish Haru since it was an accident, instead ordering him to replace the broken nameplates with new ones. And here's where Haru made a crucial mistake. After a trip to the restroom, he got confused about where the 2 nameplates originally were. He finally chose to go with his gut instinct, which unfortunately turned out to be wrong. This is when Kyoka and Tsurugi's nameplates were switched around. He went to his room right after putting the nameplates back, and the nighttime hallway was left empty at this very moment. Someone had decided against going to sleep and was out in the hallway secretly heading somewhere. The place they were heading was Tsurugi's room. For some reason, they had chosen Tsurugi to be their target of murder. But there was something they were unaware of. Right before they came, the nameplates outside Tsurugi and Kyoka's rooms were switched by Haru, so the culprit had actually gone to Kyoka's room. Unaware of the error, the culprit made their first move. They put a note through the gap below the door. It asked to come to the laundry room at 6 AM and contained a lot of false information to make things easier for the culprit. Not everyone would be asleep right after nighttime, and it would be easy to spot a note coming in through the door. That's what the culprit was going for. All this bullshit he went through. The next day, as the time approached 6 o'clock, like, you waited there that long? Kyoka, after reading the note, came to the laundry room as she had been instructed. The culprit was hiding in the corner of the room, looking for the opportunity to strike. Since they were expecting to see Tsurugi, Kyoka's sudden appearance would have been a surprise for them. Kyoka continued forward, oblivious of her fate. The culprit was probably confused at first, then either noticed that they somehow went to the wrong room or found Kyoka holding the note. They likely had a plan in mind, and changed the target meant they had to risk ruining everything. But there was also the potential of being found out and facing the aftermath if they let her go. At last, the culprit decided to change their target. They already had the weapon ready, and it looked like they would be discovered anyway. What? Okay, if you knew you were gonna get discovered, then what was the point of just killing her? You had a chance to go, my boy. No, you're not my boy, fuck you. Meanwhile, Kyoka was wondering why no one was in the room. Still unaware of the presence of the culprit, she was left vulnerable to the attack and fell victim to it. He got fucking Charmin. Like, what is he doing? After the murder, the culprit wiped off the blood from the body to conceal any evidence of murder because it was done almost immediately afterward. Kyoka's clothes didn't get any blood on them. However, they weren't able to take care of the large bloodstain on the floor. Maybe because they were in a hurry or they just failed to see it. The bloodstain played a large role in revealing Kyoka was murdered in the laundry room. I think the culprit forgot about the bloodstain while they were busy moving Kyoka's body. They must have gotten in a panic since they killed someone that wasn't a part of their plan. The culprit first carried the body over to the girls' restroom. Their purpose was to take advantage of the fact that the students aren't allowed to enter the restroom of the opposite sex. That's when the culprit found the pipe on the ceiling of the restroom. Look at his dumb ass. The culprit decided to make use of it and went to the antique store to get the needed supplies. It was less than an hour before the wake-up announcement, so they were probably in a rush. The tools they chose were a rope, a hook, and a rubber ball. The culprit first tied the rope around the rubber ball, then thought of a certain way to hide their involvement. Their idea was to tie the rope on the pipe without entering the girls' restroom using the rubber ball. Since the culprit was a man, they were unable to enter the girls' restroom. Monokuma had previously announced that anyone who sets foot in the restroom of the opposite sex will be shot by the machine guns. Like, look at all this grimy ass bullshit that he went through just to try and get away with it. But thanks to the fact that the restroom entrance was open with a wall straight across, the culprit was able to tie the rope to the pipe using the elasticity of the rubber ball. It was a risky move as the culprit wasn't able to step inside to correct any mistakes, and making the ball bounce right through that small gap seemed nearly impossible. The culprit was confident they could do it. This was because as the ultimate soccer player, they had absolute mastery over all types of balls. The rubber ball bounced across the room and right back to the entrance just as they planned. The culprit repeated this several times to make it look as if someone tied the rope by hand. And this is when another unexpected event happened. They must have failed to adjust the strength of their kicks because the rubber ball grew weaker and weaker after each bounce until... Fucking idiots. It couldn't withstand the pressure and popped. This caused the liquid inside the ball to be splattered all over the restroom, becoming a key piece of evidence. The culprit would have wanted to get rid of it, but they couldn't do it without going inside the restroom. The culprit nonetheless decided to go on with their plan. After all, they succeeded in tying the rope to the pipe. The method they used was virtually unimaginable for a normal person. After getting the rope around the pipe, the culprit removed the ball from the rope and attached the hook instead. Then they threw the hook toward the pipe to fasten the rope on it. Like, look at him. The other end of that rope that was left outside the restroom was wrapped around Kyoka's neck. The reason for this was to make it look like Kyoka was hanged inside the restroom. Culprit was hoping to make us think that Kyoka's murder was inside the girls' restroom and naturally was able to enter it as well. That way, men won't be considered suspects in the trial. The culprit as a man was trying to use this for their own favor. Everything was ready, and as the culprit was about to push Kyoka inside, they found a piece of paper in Kyoka's hand. It was the note they wrote, held tight in her hand even after her death. Having realized that the note will be used against them if discovered, the culprit ripped the note out of her hand. They ripped it possibly because of rigor mortis, which made it difficult to pull it out. What the culprit didn't know was that most of the important parts of the note were still intact in the piece they left in Kyoka's hand. Thanks to the note, we found out she wasn't murdered in the restroom, which led to the conclusion that the culprit can be a man as well. After getting over the risky part, the culprit tried to get rid of the hammer and the rubber ball, but too much time had passed at this point, and it was early enough for some of us to get up. In a hurry, the culprit left their murder weapon and the burst rubber ball in the garbage dump. They would have wanted a safer option, but the time constraint gave them little time to think. They must have thought we won't find them if they put it alongside all the trash, and it kind of worked since Konkaryu and I were the only ones to discover them. When we started coming out of our rooms, the culprit acted like they had just gotten up and waited for the body to be discovered. We soon noticed that Kyoka was nowhere to be seen. As we all know, we went looking around the entire building until Akane discovered. Why do I look like the horrible state Kyoka was in? Oh fuck, the person who came up with his plan and tried to deceive us all was his bum-ass, lame-ass Miskiff. Oh shit! It was you, right? Mitsuhiro Higa? How was that, Mitch? Do you still have anything to say? Whoa! He must have forgotten how to speak. Fucking idiot. What kind of nonsense is that? This is just purely outrageous. Mitsuhiro, it's over. Please, be honest. It's pointless for us to keep attacking each other. Mitsuhiro, was it really you? Why? Why did you commit something like murder? No, it wasn't me. I'm not. It's not me. It's not me. Not me. Not me. No. Oh my. It wasn't me! Whoa, this idiot is going all crazy. OMG, Mitsuhiro's totally gone wacko. Oh my god. Like, we know it's you, bitch! Huh? It looks like you're done. As the headmaster, let me say your discussions were packed with passion in a fashionable way. Passion and fashion. Are they the same? Are they different? Oh, who cares? You don't need to know any of those to live a good life anyway. So let's move on to voting time. You don't need any extra explanations, right? Pick the person that you believe is the blackened. Everyone, make your choice using the switch in front of you. And one more thing, just as a reminder, triple check that you voted for someone. If I ever see a blank ballot, you know what happens. I'm sure none of you would want to be punished for something so trivial like that. Okay then, time to get excited. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Hey, who is found guilty? Who is found guilty? Who is found guilty? Biscuit, get your dumb ass out of here, man! That long-ass class trial. Oh, bingo! What? Hold on! I didn't even get to read it because I accidentally pressed enter. Mr. Higo, did you really... Mitch, why did you kill her? Tell us. I was a big fan of yours. I liked soccer too. I admired your talent as a rising star. And I really wanted to suck that dick. Why did you have to cut it out and say something? Fine. I killed Kyoka Maki. Are you serious? Finally. Mitsuhiro, assuming everything we found out is true, you murdered Kyoka even though she wasn't your target. I'm not saying it was okay for you to set a murder, but you could have quit and spared Kyoka when your plan went wrong. Why didn't you do that? Why were you so stubborn about killing someone? Kyoka did nothing to you. But... I just had to get out of here after watching that video. Just as I thought. That is the only possible answer. You mean the motive? Monokuma had shown us that DVD just yesterday. The contents must have been different for each student, but every one of them seemed enough to drive a person toward that despair. When I watched my video, I felt myself wrapped by a surge of emotion demanding me to escape here. Using any means possible, I even pondered the thought of murder. Mitch must have killed due to the same reason. I am unaware of how serious a crime this is. Even a million apologies wouldn't be enough for what I did. But I had to do it. I had to get out of this place, and for that, I had to murder. I don't know what you saw in your video, but can you even guess what was on mine? Every soccer stadium in the world being reduced to Bro, get your lame ass out of here, bro. Terrorists attacking FIFA headquarters and world class. Bro, what? This lame ass of an. What? Bro, get your lame ass out of here. I don't want to hear anything from you. On top of that, my home team was also. Even she thinks this shit is stupid. How could such a thing be possible? I'm sorry. That's exactly like my case. What? Wait, why do we care? Fuck this guy, man. Bro, that stupid ass, fuck ass reason. To Mitsuhiro, soccer. No, fuck him. What is that? Attack on FIFA HQ? This is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, no, Haru, no. You know that's utter nonsense. Right, it doesn't only pertain to yours. All our videos have been manipulated. You shouldn't have fallen for this trap. I couldn't stop trembling after watching my video because it was as shocking and terrifying as yours. It wasn't just you. It was everyone's fight, even Kyoka's. Even though she watched the same absurd video, she was trying to overcome her shock. Shut your lame ass up. Like, bro, don't talk to her like that, man. I couldn't help it. Soccer's my everything. I'd even say it's more important than my life. I think it's more important than pussy. What? I know murder is wrong, but I had to see with my own eyes if the video is real, even if it meant killing another person. Let me ask you one thing. Suppose that your plan went without a hitch and you got out. What if you found that video was forged? Then what were you going to do? You heard about the class trial and the entrance ceremony, didn't you? The victory of the Blackened is equivalent to the death of everyone minus the Blackened. My point is this, by setting off your murder plan, you opted to take the lives of us 14 for your own needs. But were you aware of the full weight of your choice, or at least prepared to face the consequences? I doubt it. I didn't think that far. Like, what? You fucking slow ass fuck. You know what I want to say? You're nothing more than an ignorant moron who wanted to get out of here using soccer as an excuse. Get your lame ass out of here. Let's go, Makaru. Of course, our videos were as shocking as yours, otherwise it wouldn't even be a motive. If that alone was sufficient to make a person murder, all of us would have done it by now. But in reality, you were the only one to commit murder. What do you think made that difference? Could it be prioritizing your selfish desires over your so-called friends? Ray, stop it. Don't try to make this any more complicated. No, Yuki, shut your lame ass up. She's cooking him! Are you telling me this idiot got shocked by the DVD, then just went on to murder someone without even being mentally prepared? That's exactly what happened. No, I won't deny that, but soccer really was my everything. Actually, it was pretty well planned out. What? Why are you sucking his dick? He even managed to come up with a complex trick immediately after murdering Kyoka. You know what? Okay, sure. I'm sucking his cock a little bit too. Bullseye, I suppose. Shut your corny ass up. From the beginning, Mitch was willing to murder, even without the motive. A malice beyond description, that's what took Kyoka's life. But so what? Does it even matter? Monokuma was the ultimate ringleader behind all this. Monokuma was the one who drove Mitch to the point. You know what, Mitch? Right after watching the motive, Kyoka told me, Haru and Satsuki this. Murder, motives, anxiety, just push them to the side and have fun. That way we can all chill out and strengthen our bond. Kyoka probably got the same amount of shock as you, but she was trying to overcome this situation by getting everyone together. If she had a chance to talk with you yesterday, things could have been different. No, it wouldn't. I still would have killed her. Like, what? Oh my god, man, you don't learn anything. Why? Isn't it so frightening? Who would have guessed that the world-class celebrity is nothing more than a bad-tempered person and a bitch? Oh, okay. This is why you should never judge a book by its cover. No one would have ever thought the Mitch Higa would murder. What? What are you talking about? It's your fault. This entire situation. Mitch's murder, it's all your fault. No, it's not, bro. It's his fault entirely. That lame-ass excuse. Oh, what's up with that attitude? If you're trying to frighten me, give up. You'll probably end up hanging out with your dead friend anyway. Besides, you guys don't scare me at all. Shut up, Monokuma. I don't know where you got the balls for that, but someday I'll bring you to justice myself. Tsurugi might be an exception. Look how long you guys been holding me back. We better get started. Started on what? The punishment. What else would it be? I told you, punishment awaits the loser of the class trial. Punishment? You mean execution? Wait, just give me a sec. Of course I'm guilty. I deserve death. I deserve any kind of punishment. I know I can't ever make up for my crime. But still, are you really gonna kill me? Sure, I killed Kyoka, but this is a bit different. Seriously? You're gonna take my life? I can explain. I really must have gone crazy. I'm sorry. I'll never never do it again. I can rot in jail for the rest of my life. Just don't kill me. I'll do anything you want. You can have all the money I learned from playing soccer. I don't want to die. Help me. I'll do anything but dying. I'm begging you. Please don't kill me. Hey guys, do something. I'm gonna die for real. This is not a joke. We don't give a fuck about you. Like, goddamn. Notwithstanding Mitch's desperate cries, everyone turned their heads away from him, including myself. What is this? Are you scared of dying? Weren't you ready for this when you became the Blackened? Above all, you disrupted order. You killed Kyoka. Whatever the laws outside may be, the rule here is simple. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. No matter what you do, you can't avoid punishment. Once you're revealed to be the Blackened, you are punished. Now save your breath and let us begin. I certainly wouldn't want my students to procrastinate, so I prepared a special punishment for the Blackened. Matsuhiro Higa, the ultimate soccer player. No! Go away! Go away! Let's give it all we've got. It's punishment time. No! Like, shut your ass up, bro. Matsuhiro has been found guilty. Time for punishment. Let's see what his bum-ass punishment looks like. Yeah, they about to... I know what they about to do. Leon. Look at his ugly ass. Write a card. Oh my god! Look at him crying like he didn't just, like... Stop crying, bitch. You're the one who did it. Whoa. What the fuck? Is he on the soccer ball? GG's, bruh. You're actually done. Yeah, you're done. He's about to get fucked by all 6 of these Monokumas. Oh my god! Yeah, you're done. Oh my god, they're just passing you around. Yeah, you're done. You're fucked. Where is he, bruh? Oh my fucking god. Yo, honestly, bro, you deserved it. You did some bullshit. Bro, he's burnt to a crisp. Holy shit. Mitch is dead. It happened in an instant. Mitsuhiro Higo, who was alive and breathing merely minutes ago, now greeted us in death amidst scorching flames across the screen. Despair. That was exactly what came up in our mind. Mitsuhiro committed murder. Of course he was unforgivable. But this is too harsh. We have to keep doing this? I can't. Anyone please get me out of here. You're such a lame ass up. You're gonna keep doing this, bitch. Oh my god. None of this would happen if you simply stopped caring about the outside. After all, it was Mitsuhiro's own selfish desire that led him to murder. You guys were the ones responsible for this. Monokuma, what's your intention? What do you get from committing this heinous act? Nobody cares anyway. You don't have to know it. Just heed to my words and all will be fine. Besides, you won't understand a word even if I tell you. Not even the slightest bit about what's going on right now. A total waste of my time, right? You son of a... Oh no, how intimidating. Well, case closed. The class trial is officially over. Everyone rest in peace. No, Mitsuhiro. Dang it, it's a little bit too soon. He's gone, damn it. What are we supposed to do now? I'm gonna go back to my room and beat my shit. What are you talking about? Everyone, we need to stay calm. If we lose hope here, we won't be able to accomplish anything. How are we supposed to stay calm when our friend has just met such a horrible end? Friend? Who is this lame ass friend you're talking about? Wasn't a friend. I'm sorry. He just wasn't, bro. I agree. Who else can it be besides Mitsuhiro? Bro, he was not a friend. You're calling him a friend. I don't get it. Are you calling a murderer your friend? What's wrong with you? And I agree with him, bro. That's not a friend, bro. What? Tsurugi, sure, Mitsuhiro killed Kyoka and he deserved punishment, but he was still our friend for the past few days, right? Yes, he was. Now, he's only a criminal who got what he deserved for committing the worst possible crime on Earth. What's so surprising about that? You may argue that Mitsuhiro deserved the death penalty, but do you condone Monokuma's actions? Are you condoning Higa's murder? Yes, Monokuma killing him was also a murder. Monokuma's a criminal worthy of death too. But letting Higa live would just be as absurd. What the? Are you saying you're glad that Mitch died? Of course. No murderer has the right to live, regardless of how many they've killed. What? Would you also say killing a murderer is acceptable? No way. If you kill a criminal, then you'd be a criminal too. However, wasn't Monokuma already a criminal to start with? When did I say I'll excuse Monokuma's actions? I'm just saying he got the thing he deserved. I loathe that bear scum more than anything, but there's one thing he said I can agree on. An eye for an eye, a death for a death. Oh my god, Tsurugi, you getting horny. That is my motto as a police officer. Lunatic. She getting horny off that shit too. Isn't it a bit problematic for a police officer to say that? Why would it be problematic? I think the real problem is with the current legal system. I'm going to work hard to change the laws in this country. No, the entire world. I'll create a world where no one can dare to commit crime. That's why I need to get out of this place. Same goes for you all. Stop thinking about that killer and strategize on how we'll fight Monokuma. I'm not supporting Mitsuhiro, but something is definitely wrong with you. Wrong? To me, the way you're acting is wrong. Don't you realize you're already approving his actions by caring about his death? Criminal or not, somebody just died. How could you react like that when a human being was murdered right in front of you? How could I? Well, criminals don't count as human beings for me. Tsurugi, what happened to you? You weren't like this. What do you mean? I was like this the entire time. I'm just giving some advice to those of you who are being overly hysterical. Of course, I am aware that I am ultimately the one to blame. Kyoko wouldn't have died if I had been more alert. Therefore, from now on, I won't ever allow another murder to happen in this school no matter what it takes. It's my duty to protect you all, isn't it? You! Stop. Mikako. She spoke. Everyone's exhausted. Let's go to our rooms and rest. Calm down. We can talk again tomorrow. Let's cool our heads and talk again tomorrow. Fine. I don't think you can think logically in this condition either. And thus, our first class trial came to a close on the worst possible note. If it wasn't for Mikako, we might have broke into a fight. Somehow I feel like everyone went crazy. No, I might be the one who's crazy. 2 of us died on a single day. It would be weird to not go crazy. Will we ever get out of this place? Will we ever escape this monstrous killing game? We took the elevator back to the school building and quietly dismissed ourselves. The atmosphere felt heavy, and a feeling of distrust seemed to pervade everywhere like it did on our first day. Everything that happened today already feels like memories of a distant past. Surrounded by this bizarre environment, my sense of reality was slowly fading away. The day I left home for Hope's Peak Academy, a week prior to today, seemed like it was from a long time ago. I couldn't even recall how my parents looked like. My family. Ugh. Let me just beat my shit real quick. Kyoko. Whoa! The trial, Mitch, execution, Tsurugi. My brain drifted in confusion as these thoughts kept swirling in my mind. We made it through our first class trial, the very embodiment of despair without achieving anything. But this was merely the beginning of despair. End of chapter 1, Echoing Despair. Holy fuck. Hey man, he deserved it, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a long episode. I don't know how I'm editing it. It's gonna beat my ass a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye! My fucking throat hurts, bro. Holy shit, look!